Hi, myself Dr. Chanchal Chaudhary. I'm practicing in LaFMX Derma Skin, Hair and Laser Clinic, Noida. Today I've been talking about hair care. Hair care is not just about using a right product or just the simple products. It is more about to understand what type of hair do you have, what type of scalp do you have, and how to take care of it scientifically. Before I'll tell you the tips to how to take care of your hair and scalp, let's understand a little bit about the hair follicle and the scalp condition. Hair generates from the hair follicle, and hair follicle is present underneath the scalp. If you just see this picture, this is the hair follicle which has a bulb, super bulb portion, the isthmus and infundibulum and the hair shaft. Now for you to understand, this is the gland which gives the oil production, which nourishes your scalp and hairs. Also there is a blood supply to the hair bulb which delivers the nutrient. So this is the basic structure of the hair bulb and the hair follicle with the hair shaft. Also not only this, your hair will be straight, curly, or it will be wavy. It depends on the type of the hair roots you have. For example, if your hair roots are round, they will be straight hairs. If your hair roots are oval or elliptical, they will be more wavy or curly. Not only this, there are three main parts of the hair shaft. As we all know about it, the outermost layer is known as the cuticle, which gives the protective layer from the environmental factor. Then comes the cortex, which gives the color, the strength and the texture to your hair. And the innermost layer is the medulla, which just gives the flexibility and mainly present in the thick hairs. So now, since we understand the basic structure of the hair follicle and the hair shaft, now I'll give you the tips how to take care of your hair. As I said, if your scalp is dry, always look for something which is nourishing to your scalp, okay, like hydrating shampoos. If your scalp is oily, look for clarifying shampoos. But there are two things to remember. One is overwashing can lead to depletion of your natural oils. So don't do overwashing. First step, always wash only twice a week. Second, if your scalp is dry, as I said, use hydrating shampoos and do take care of that do not lead to heavy product usage and hydrating shampoos which gives a build up and can lead to clogging of your pores and dandruff. So remember, when you're washing your hair, it should be at least twice a week depending on your scalp type. Second important is conditioning. If your scalp or hair is dry, do condition it regularly after washing your hair and leave it for around 2 to 3 minutes. But if your scalp is oily, and then you try to use a lightweight conditioners, not a very heavy conditioners. So important is, second step is do condition your hair. Third is be gentle when you take care of your wet hairs. Do not heavily towel dry your hairs. Gentle, they are microfiber towels, so just dap your hair with the microfibers and apply leave-on conditioners or a leave-on serum in a semi-wet hairs. Fourth important step is do not do over styling. Like if you are going if there are some occasions, try to fix your do the over styling like heat styling and other styling for the occasions. Don't do it daily, otherwise it can damage your cuticle and even the cortex. Very important, as I said before, if you have a straight hairs, you are blessed because the oil, they go deep till the ends. So in the straight hairs, if you are looking for any shampoos, try to look any lightweight volumizing shampoos and conditioners. But if you have a wavy hair, S-shaped hairs, look for I think hydrating shampoos and conditioners which you can keep it for 15 to 20 minutes and then wash your hair. So that will not lead to any greasiness but gives a nice texture to your hair. If your hair are little more curly, then you need, because they are little frizzy or dry, then look for deep conditioning conditioners and a sulfate free shampoos. Also, in curly hair, look for leave-on serums which you should apply in your wet hairs. If you have a very clinky hairs or a tight curly hairs, then you have to use something called co-wash, where you are using a shampoo which have inbuilt conditioners, and also try to look for heavy leave-ons like shea butter or coconut oil as a moisturizer to lock the moisture. And this is very important, did you know that? The porosity of your hair. What is porosity? Porosity means what is the moisture capability of your hair, and how do we check it? Just put a clean single strand of your hair in a water. If it sinks, that means it's the high porosity and it absorbs moisture quickly, but also it loses it as fast also. So you have to use a heavy products like a good amount of moisture is required, or an oil. If your hair floats, that means it has very less porosity or a low porosity and does not absorb moisture. Here you will be using a lightweight products. Okay. So ultimately what left is the nutrients. As I said, the blood supply of the hair follicle is richly blood supply. So what we need, that we should have a good amount of balanced diet. That is very important if you're looking for a healthy hair care. So look for something which has the omega-3, antioxidants, iron, protein, and because keratin is because our hair is made up of keratin, so you should have a good protein diet, zinc, and all sorts of nutrients including biotin. Definitely the external factors do affect your hair. As I said, it is a dynamic structure, so environment, pollution, smoking, stress, and even the metabolic and hormonal changes in your body do affect your hair. So if you're facing any hair problem which is not being taken care by a simple steps which you follow at home, then do meet a dermatologist and ask about if you're facing excessive hair fall, hair thinning, or some hair texture problem. Thank you.